As you can tell, we are on the road today. This is show after the show. This is Fred Evrard. This guy can beat your tail, let me tell you. He has trained people around the world, specifically in an art called Cali. You're showing me some of these moves. I feel like I was going through training like Jason Bourne in all the Bourne Identity movies and stuff like that. You are good at what you do.
Well, I've been doing it for a long time, and like everybody else, when you do something repetitively and with consistency, eventually you'll get there.
Now, as you can tell, Fred's not from South Carolina. You're actually from France.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I was born in Paris 47 years ago, and I moved to the US with my wife about 2 months ago. So it's very recent.
Well, welcome home.
Thank you.
Why the upstate of South Carolina?
Well, we've been traveling around the world for so many years, for more than 15 years, literally every country on earth. And one day we were crossing, visiting the area here, the Blue Ridge Mountains. We just fell in love with the place, and we looked at each other and said, okay, this is here, that's here.
You have trained police officers, even presidents around the world, specifically in France, right?
I have trained the security of presidents.
Oh, for real? Wow.
And special forces around the world, yes.
So what's that like?
It's impressive. It's an honor, especially when you work in your own country or your adoptive country. And those guys are good. And I love that part of my job. I love teaching the public, but teaching special forces to those people who just need, some micro adjustment, just a concept here and there, it's fun.
We're going to meet your wife in a moment, but I love the way that you met each other because she was a student on an island where you were teaching this.
Yeah, we were both born in a martial art family, and we started very, very early, 5 years old for her, 6 years old for me. And eventually through martial arts, we met. She came and visited my school one day, and I listened to her story, she listened to my story and said, hey, let's get married.
That's great. And here you are today. How many years ago was that?
17 years ago.
17 years ago today. That is so cool. So I said today, but 17 years ago this year.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to teach me some things.
Yeah.
So I can kick some tail too.
Oh yes, I'm going to turn you into Jason Bourne.
Woo! Okay, well let's go. Let's go ahead. Come on in close, and you're going to see some of the techniques that they're going to show us today.
So Rob, you're going to play with Lila here. In Filipino martial art, we use the right leg forward. So we're in what we call in boxing world, what we call southpaw. Okay. So we're in southpaw guard, okay, right leg forward. Simply because in the old days, most people are right-handed, right? That was the case in history. And in the old days, when you were in the battlefield with your sword, your right leg was forward, okay? You don't put your weapon in the rear, you put it in the front. You lose your weapon, you lose your sword, you take your knife. You don't change your guard. You lose your knife, you use your hand. So if you have to change guard every time you do something, you're gonna get confused and you're gonna get killed. So that's where it comes from, the southpaw. The styles that comes from weapon usually box in southpaw. The styles that are pure boxing styles usually box in orthodox guard. So that's why we're right leg forward. Okay. So we're gonna start with a movement called Sinawali 6 or Sinawali 4, sorry, or 4 counts. So on guard, sticks on your shoulders. You're gonna use your right hand and you're gonna hit Lila with your stick, and she's gonna do the same, and you're gonna follow through and hit low. Same thing with the left hand. 1 and 2, and keep going. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Break. All right, perfect. So the double sticks in Filipino martial arts are here to work on the mental sphere, meaning it's gonna push you to step outside of your zone of comfort and to eventually become ambidextrous. We're gonna force your brain hemispheres to work together. First with quite symmetrical and simple exercise, and the higher you go, the more you're gonna use asymmetrical exercise, and you're gonna do things completely different with your right and left hand at the same time. That's the goal, to work on the mental and concentration, okay? Keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm gonna throw, keep going and listen to my voice. I'm gonna throw some more difficult exercise as we go along. When I tell you, you are only gonna use your right hand and the left is gonna stay still. And right hand only.
Oh, I
yes,
see.
keep going, keep going.
Man. Okay.
1, 2, 3, and 4. Yes, nice. And use the left. Left only. Perfect, yes. And back to normal. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Break.
Wow.
Excellent.
Yeah. I
Super
felt
good.
like I was using every part of my mind when I was doing that.
We have amazing results with kids. The focus and concentration that comes from double sticks is amazing.
Okay.
It works for adults, obviously, but the younger you start, the better. Because it really helps you to become ambidextrous, to use both brain hemispheres. And as you know, the left hemisphere is connected to our intellect. The right hemisphere is connected to our intuition. When you can put them together and have a very good intellect, very rooted, very smart, with a very good intuition, the sky's the limit.
I also noticed too that I felt like I was using my whole body.
Yes.
So the core was getting involved. I had to do some twists that were in there. Even though it felt a little clunky, there was still a lot of movement that was in there.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. So in Kali, you start with the longest weapon. So you start as far away from your opponent as you can. And as you progress, you get closer. So you're going to have a shorter stick, then you're going to have a knife, and then you're going to go empty-handed all the way to wrestling and ground fighting.
Okay.
So the better you get, the closer you get to your opponent. So the core, which is the double stick, the basic motions for us, will help you to use your entire body, will help you to body memorize what you will need to be efficient in boxing or in wrestling or in self-defense.
Speaking of boxing, you've got some gloves.
Oh, yes.
So let's move into that.
All right. In that.
This is so interesting. So because there's so much you have to think of to get through this.
Absolutely. And yet, the less you think, the more the body can do. The better the body can perform.
A lot of muscle memorization then.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So Filipino boxing is called panantukan. Panantukan simply means empty hand in Filipino, or hitting with your hand.
Okay.
And what it is, it's a very complete and unique boxing style where we use all the basics of Western boxing, plus elbows, knees, kicks, headbutts, control, takedown, locks. There's many, many different concepts you can use in Panantukan. Okay? But the basics is the same as Western boxing. So Lila here is going to hold the pads for you. And we're going to do, let me show you first, we're going to do a very basic Panantukan drill. We're going to do jab, cross, hook to the body, hook to the face, cross. Okay? Two things you need to remember, and only two. Number one, keep your hands up at all times. Number two, in boxing, or you punch or you move. You don't do both at the same time. So I'm out distance, I move in. My jab is my cover, my excuse to move in. Once I'm here, bam, 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 I punch and I get out. So I want you to get in, stay on guard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, get out. Okay, last time, get in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out. Okay?
Right.
Let's try.
Okay. You need to get out so they can't get you.
Exactly.
Okay.
You don't want to be a fixed target. So start a little further. Perfect.
All right.
Now get in. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, out. Nice.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. One more time.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do you have experience in boxing?
Not really.
Okay.
I do a little bit at home.
You look pretty good.
Yeah, well, thank you.
Yeah. All right, one more time.
You can see, you can even show a 52-year-old how to do this stuff. So here we go. Ready?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, out. Nice. Excellent.
Okay.
Super. Now we're going to do the exact same thing, but the last move, 1, 2, 3, 4, is going to be an elbow.
Okay.
Instead of a punch. Look one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, elbow.
And then out. All right. I feel like Rocky. Okay, ready? You got to go in?
Yes. Get in. 1, 2, 3, 4, elbow. Nice. And out. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, elbow. And out. Excellent. Last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, elbow. And out. Break.
All right.
Excellent. Good work.
Thank you. Am I keeping up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything was good.
Good. It's a lot of Rocky watching.
Yeah. Well, it works, you know.
That's amazing.
Hey.
Feel a little out of breath, too.
No, I was going to say Rocky was an inspiration for many of the people in the martial arts world when we were kids.
Well, that's amazing. Thank you so much for showing us what you do with Kali. You're at Furman University, correct?
Yes, absolutely. So we just opened a branch of our international franchise, martial art franchise here in South Carolina. And we rent a studio at Furman University and we teach there every Monday and Thursday at 5:30 for adults. And we're going to open a kids session sometimes before the end of the year.
Oh, that's nice. If you want to know more about this, just go to Show After the Show. Click on the link that we have provided for you right here. Thank you, Fred.
Thank you so much.
All right. Hey, I caught him.